We're going to watch, react, and unpack the nonsense, the brilliance, and the utter chaos that only Terrence Howard could deliver. Let's go. So you've heard of super genius, right? Terrence Howard is a super moron. He brings to mind that saying that the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has limits. I got this video from Professor Dave Explains where he just trashes Terrence Howard because I don't know where to find the original Terrence Howard material. Terrence Howard isn't smart enough to delete it, so I just wish I could get my hands on it, but this'll do. If you're not familiar with Terrence Howard, I'll try to explain him in one sentence. He's a failed actor who decided to become an overnight scientific genius and declared himself to have solved every single mathematical and scientific problem overnight. Chances are you've met someone like him. He's a know-it-all. And by know-it-all, I mean somebody who doesn't know anything, because anybody who knew everything would say, I don't know anything. They would say, I'm afraid, I'm insecure, blah, blah, blah. This guy does not peddle that. He peddles that he's got it all figured out and he's confident and all that crap, right? I was in a bar one time and I saw this guy at the bar that was all confident, and I just said to him, I go, really loud in front of everybody, I go, oh, you're one of those guys who's got it all figured out. You're one of those guys who knows everything. And I started laughing my head off at him. And he had nothing to say, because when you call them on that, it kills them, because that is the truth. That's what they're doing. They're pretending they've got it all figured out. And they're assuming that people are going to buy into it. And a good rule of thumb is whenever you meet somebody who acts like they got it all figured out, just stay away from them. They don't. They're the biggest morons of them all. Anybody who says that they're not terrified, that they're not insecure, that they're not confused all the time about life, those people, don't bother with those people. And anybody who says that they don't have the answers, anybody who talks about being insecure and being afraid, those are the people you want to keep around in your life. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start the video. The biggest moron I've ever seen in my whole life, and I'm 48.
Hey everyone, quick question. Who's the biggest delusional narcissist on the planet right now? The correct answer is Terrence Howard.
I'm going to disagree that he's not the most, because we don't know everybody on the planet. So there's obviously somebody more delusional. He's the most one that we know of. I'm going to really recommend you look at the video Professor Dave Explains. That's that guy. Because he does it better than I could, I think.
March 20th, 2025. The eve of the spring equinox. This is a gift to the world on its birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday indeed. So in this video, he's announcing that he solved the three-body problem. But Professor Dave explains that unlike most scientists, Terrence isn't explaining things with like a blackboard in the background. He's doing it by some like beautiful vista, because he's some kind of prophet, right? He's not just a scientist here. Spoken like a true actor. See how like rehearsed it seems, where he takes a deep breath because he's just got such an important thing to give to us, and then he like laughs because he has to condescend to explain to us mere mortals something that we won't even understand. Watch it again and pretend that it's an audition for an acting role. It's almost like he's getting into character.
March 20th, 2025. The eve of the spring equinox. This is a gift to the world on its birthday. Happy birthday.
So he does the preamble, the grandiose preamble, on the eve of the eternal equinox, blah, blah, blah. He's giving the world, that's me, us mere people, a gift. Happy birthday. Oh, and Professor Dave explains the silliness of him saying that it's the Earth's birthday. However, I don't think he's saying that. I think he's just saying, like, how what he's giving is such a great gift, right? I mean, you certainly don't want to think too deeply about what this idiot's saying.
My fellow seekers of truth.
Like, who talks like that? And we're seekers of truth? I'm not so sure we're doing that.
And all those who have ever gazed up at the stars and pondered the infinite dance of the cosmos.
See, this sounds very like he already wrote it, and it's like he's trying to be poetic. You don't say pondered the infinite dance of the cosmos. You say looked up at the sky and been amazed, right? I'm speechless. You know, if somebody started like that, if I was in a room with somebody and they started talking like that, I'd already be like leaving.
Today, we gather at the threshold of a new understanding.
See, that's a very bold thing to say. I mean, you don't say that before you're making like scrambled eggs. Today, we stand at the threshold. What do you want for breakfast?
You see, for centuries, the three-body problem, it has stood as an unsolvable enigma.
So after all this enormous hype about what he's going to say, he finally gets to the subject. I'm not sure I think it's been longer than centuries that the three-body problem's been a problem.
A testament to the chaos that emerges when celestial bodies interact under the invisible hand of great gravity.
So it sounds like somebody who just likes saying the word celestial. He just likes the way it makes him feel. He likes the way it makes him look. You know, we gaze into the infinite abyss, and we think the celestial thoughts and the equations. And he just likes saying it.
And think, great minds from Newton to Poincare all wrestled with its unpredictable nature of the three-body problem. And as a result, for centuries, chaos reigned.
Again, he's just hyping up what he's saying and what he's gonna say. He's just making everything grandiose. If I was talking about, are you making a point? What's your point? And if he starts using flowery language, like the quantum fluctuations are inherent to the inconsistencies of the irrelevancies. No, cut out those words. I want one syllable words. Tell me what you're saying. What are you saying? I don't trust you enough to figure out what your little sentences are. Your little 3-word, puzzles.
But today, on this equinox, this day of perfect balance, we unveil a solution.
And I would interrupt him and be like, okay, you're going back into the preamble? You're getting back into like how big and monumentous this is? You're going to go for 2 minutes on that?
But today, on this equinox, this day of perfect balance, we unveil a solution.
Why is it a day of perfect balance, and who is we?
One that's not bound by the limitations of classical thought, but rather guided by the harmony of the universe itself.
So he's still not going to get into what he's talking about. He's talking about the solution before he's even giving the solution. He's describing the solution. It's like, today I'm going to show you a dress that I made. And it's a dress that was woven differently than traditional dresses. It was not in the spirit of the dresses from 1,000 years ago. No, this is a new dress. Professor Dave observes that first Terrence said it was the eve of the equinox. Now it's the equinox.
Through the linchpin geometry, Tetraean dynamics, and of course the Howard-Kama.
Oh yeah, of course, the Hybo-Kama. Yeah, of course. Now, I'm not the only one who has no idea what he just said. So who's he talking to? Is he talking to fellow science geniuses, or is he talking to the public? Because if he's talking to the public, nobody has any idea what he's saying. But I think he is talking to the public, and I think he just likes using these words because they make him feel smart.
We present a model that transforms instability into resonance, chaos into order, and uncertainty into elegant predictability.
It's notable how it's striking how he oozes this sort of serene smugness or smug serenity. Like, oh, I've just figured it all out. And today, I can't even do that level of smugness. Now listen, greetings, earthlings. Today, I want to give you a gift. It's just so simple. I mean, like, in how many ways is he going to keep repeating that today I'm about to present something? He's done it like 20 times. It's like an old joke, the old joke about, like, I'm going to tell you something really important, okay? It's a really big deal. And no matter what, just relax because it's such a big deal. You want to know what I'm about to tell you? And they're like, yeah. You really want to know? Yeah, I do. Okay, well, if you really want to know, then I'm going to tell you. But I just hope you're ready for this. This is a monumentous thing. Okay, yeah, tell me. Okay, because it's a really big deal. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. I don't think you're ready. No, I'm ready. All right, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you this thing. And once I tell you, it's going to blow your mind.
By embedding the three-body system into a curvilinear tetrahedral structure, we have discovered a self-correcting harmonic framework that eliminates any divergence.
So he keeps going with the preamble. So he's still not telling us what the solution is. He keeps saying, now he's telling us how he came to the solution. So it's like, yeah, I sewed the greatest dress of all time. Now let me tell you about how I did it. Before I even show you what I did, I'm going to talk about how I came to it. Because not only does it hype what I'm about to tell you, which is nothing, it also allows me to use more big words, 3-syllable words that you don't know. And even if you do know these 3-syllable words, I'm going to use 3 of them in a row so that you got to relate each one to each other, so you still won't know.
It stabilizes orbits. It unveils the hidden rhythms of the cosmos.
And I'm like, whoa, rhythms? Is this music now, too? And of course, Terrence Howard would say, yes, it is music.
This isn't just some academic achievement. This is a gift to humanity itself.
So more preamble. This isn't just an academic achievement. And then, again, bringing up what a big deal it is. It's a gift to humanity. So now he's talking about his whole purpose for making this thing that he hasn't shown us. He's saying this is a gift to you, to humanity itself. So again, back to the dress analogy. I wove a dress. It's the greatest dress ever made. It's so good. And you should be really grateful that I'm showing you this dress because it's a gift that I even made it.
It's a shift in how we perceive the so-called forces that govern our reality. From astrophysics to quantum mechanics, from celestial navigation to the very structure of the universe itself. This discovery right here redefines what is possible.
What is possible? See, when Albert Einstein figured out the theory of relativity, he just published it. He didn't go on and on and on about how this is going to redefine science forever. And this is so masturbatory, right? He's jerking off. I really enjoy talking about what a big deal I am and what a big deal this is. And I'm a big deal because I'm giving it to you. It's not just that this is a big deal. I'm a big deal because I'm kind enough. I'm so good to give it to the world. I didn't have to. It's a gift. He might as well be talking about himself. Like, I'm so amazing. You wouldn't believe how amazing I am. I'm a gift to the world. And you're not even ready for how amazing I am. And I transcend everything.
And so, on this birthday of the earth, this single moment of cosmic symmetry, we are going to release this knowledge freely to the world. Let this be the spark that illuminates a new path where no one has to fear chaos, but can embrace the harmony that underlines everything.
And I guess, at this point, it's like, okay, you really don't have any invention at all. You really don't have anything, do you? You just keep going on.
This is the dawn of a new understanding.
Yeah, I think I used to make a joke to people. I'd be like, you'll never believe what I'm about to tell you. And I go on, you really want to know? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Oh, nothing. Or today's Wednesday.
Let us step forward together on March 20th, 2025.
And just more bullshit, right? Oh, let this be a day to be remembered for all eternity. I just can't get over how amazing I am. And he just I can't believe it.
This is the day the three-body enigma was solved. Happy birthday, world. By Terrence D. Howard and Christy Seeley.
Okay, fine. So you wanted to make a little self-congratulatory video, right? That's fine. Okay, I'll let you do that. But let's see what your actual thing is. What is this thing, right? And that's the problem. I'm not sure exactly what this thing is, this solution, except that it hasn't been taken seriously by any scientist. And he's the object of ridicule. The only tangible, concrete thing that separates him from every other quack or from every other person who has an idea is that he hyped it like this for a whole little video. I mean, he's not even humble enough to submit it and say, let's let the world decide whether this is nonsense or not. He's already just telling you it's great. So it's great whether you like it or not. I'm not even willing to let you poke holes in it. It's kind of let me bulletproof this thing before I even submit it to you by telling you ahead of time that you're not allowed to say that it's anything except for the greatest thing of all time. That's it for this video. Tell me what you think and subscribe.